Hello, let's start with the next part, that is nanomaterial and characterization techniques. Here we are going to study the different techniques used for nanomaterial characterization. Firstly, we'll study on optical microscope. In this, we are supposed to study the principles, imaging modes, applications and limitation. Later, we will be going through the scanning electron microscope, SEM. Similarly, transmission electron microscope, TEM. Then X-ray diffraction, that is XRD. Then scanning probe microscope, SPM. Similarly, atomic force microscope, AFM. At the end, electroprobe microanalyzer, EPMA. Let's begin with optical microscope. Optical microscope is often referred to as a light microscope, a type of a microscope that is used for using visible light and a system of lenses to magnify small objects. This optical microscope can be a very simple, although there are many complex designs aiming to improve its resolution and sample contrast. So here we can see the image of a basic optical microscope and their elements. There are different types of a compound optical microscope available in market. They are stereo microscope, which are low powered microscope which provides images which are used commonly for dissections. Next, comparison microscope, which has two light source or paths allowing different comparisons of two samples via one image in each eyepiece. Then inverted microscope for studying samples from below, useful for cell cultures in liquid or for metallography. Optical microscope is a surface investigation technique that relies on use of light and visible spectrum to image the topography of a sample. Here you can see a sample of images under optical transmission microscope. So you can see various channels, lateral structures and their height difference which occurs on the sample. So these are the samples of some electronic circuit board. Coming to the principle. A microscope is in principle nothing else than a simple lens system for magnifying small objects. The first lens, called the object, has a shorter focal length of a few and creates an image of the object in the intermediate image plane. This image in turn can be looked at the another lens, that is the eyepiece, which can provide the further magnification. Here we are showing you a principal scheme of an optical microscope. The object lens has a much shorter focal length than the eyepiece in order to magnify the intermediate image, usually by a factor of 40 to 100. Here we can see the basic optical transmission microscope schematic diagram. The light originates from the illumination box, then travels to the eyepiece of a glass coated with a reflecting element. The light coming from the angle is reflected down into the object and focused on the sample. The light then reflected back from the object and then travels at a different angle on the reflecting element, which allows it pass through the glass instead of reflecting off. It is then reaches the eyepiece and visible to human eye. Here we can see a sample image under the optical transmission microscope. Imaging modes. There are different schemes of illumination of the sample, resulting in different aspects of the images being amplified, often resulting in better image quality. Means because of different illumination or lighting, the same image will be visible in a different aspects. There are different illumination techniques. First one, bright field illumination, dark field illumination, cross polarized light illumination, phase contrast illumination. Let's see how they are different. Here I want to show you the difference in image modes of the same samples. Here at the top column we can see the images of a dark field. Then in the next we can see here bright field. The edges are clear in a dark field. The colors are clear in a bright field. Here in the next image we can see the visibility of holes in a enhanced in a case of a dark field, but not so visible in case of a bright field. The impurities are visible in case of, in case of a dark field, but the impurities or contaminations are not so enhanced in case of a bright field. The contrast lying structures are not so good in case of a dark field, but they are very good in appearance in case of a bright field. At the bottom here is an example of a tissue paper. The example is being illuminated with different techniques. The first one is of a bright field illumination. Second, cross polarized illumination. Third, a dark field illumination. And the last, the phase contrast illumination. So the same sample, that is of a tissue paper, has been shown with a different light illumination. Application. Optical microscope is used extensively in microelectronics, nanophysics, biotechnology, pharmaceutical researches, mineralogy and microbiology. Optical microscope is used for medical diagnosis, the field being termed as histopathology when dealing with tissues, or in a smear test for free cells or tissue fragments. Limitation. At a very high magnification with a transmitted light, pointed objects are seen as a fuzzy disk surrounded by diffraction rings. These are called airy disk. So we can see 2 points showing. So when we go very nearer to these points in particularly to get detailing, so because of the magnification we see around the points these airy disk happening. So if the points are at a far away distance, we can see these airy disk are far, but when these points are very near, you can see the conjunction of these airy disk and losing the image quality. So at a very high magnification with a transmitted light, point objects are seen as a fuzzy disk surrounded by diffraction rings. These are called airy disks. The resolving power of a microscope is taken as the ability to distinguish between two closely spaced airy disks. It is these impacts of diffraction that limit the ability to solve fine details. To make you aware of modern microscopic techniques, I have added one video. Let's see.